Hey guys, we're here at NAMM 2025. We're at the Marshall booth. We have Steph Carter here. He's going to walk us through some of the newest offerings that Marshall has. So take it away.
Okay, so I think let's start with the smaller ones and we'll work up to the big hitters. Let's do that. Let's start over this way. So we've got 4 new products that have launched this year at NAMM. The first one is a collection of Overdrive pedals. And the Overdrive pedals we've got are emulated off the vintage Portfolio catalogue. So there's 5 pedals altogether. There's a JVM, there's a DSL, JCM 800, JCM 900, and a 9059 pedal. The idea behind all of the pedals was to give you that classic JCM 800 sound. So if you play a Fender Twin or if you play a Vox, you can also have the 800 Overdrive smashing through it at the same time.
Any rig.
Each one has like a control that relates specifically to the amplifier. So for example, on the 800 pedal, there's a sensitivity control.
Okay.
All the way to the left, it emulates going through the low input. All the way to the right, it emulates going through the high input. And you can kind of get that blend to give you kind of 12 o'clock,
options,
best of both worlds. So multiple tonal options. So they're the first thing we've got. All of the 5 Overdrive pedals, gone down really well so far. People are really into them. They're built really well, heavy pedals, well-built construction. They're cool, they're really cool.
Yeah, they look
okay,
great.
so then let's go this way. The next thing we got is the newest addition to the Studio range, Studio 900. So the Studio 900 is 20-watt version of the JCM 900 4100 model. And the way this one came together is we spent some time listening to kind of next generation of musicians, looking at what they wanted, what they needed, and also listening to feedback from people around the other amps in the portfolio, the Studio series. 20 watt, 5 watt, down to 1 watt. So this one is now something that goes just as good in a club as it does in your bedroom. Comes in a head and cab version or comes in a combo version as well. So it's, you know, the next gen for what we're doing for the Studio series, and it just adds another one of the vintage portfolio into that collection for the modern musician that doesn't want to lug around a 1959 all day long. It's our first time back in 5 years.
Yeah.
So our first time coming back in 5 years, it's been there's been a lot of attraction and attention to the booth, and we love it. This is also the first time for us in a long time where people have been able to come on a booth and play. So in previous iterations of a Marshall booth, it's been more, we're going to show you the product, we're going to do sales meetings. When we came back this year, it was really important to us that we were able to say, you best experience a Marshall by picking up a guitar yourself and cranking it up.
Yeah.
So we've got multiple options for all different types of players. Over in the first 2 sections, it's headphones for those players who don't feel comfortable, confident playing out loud. We've got soundproof booths around the booth where you can walk into a 4x12 and crank it. And then at the front of the booth, we've got amps running through attenuators so that you can still feel it through a cab, but we don't get shut down by the NAMM police for the noise. So, modified range. 2 amps in the modified range. First one we'll talk about is the modified 2203. JCM 800, 2203, 100 watt Marshall. What we've done with the modified 2203 is we've added 3 mods to the amp. All of the mods are set and forget. If you turn the switches off, it's a stock 2203. Completely stock 2203.
Okay.
There's a clipping mod. There is a mid-shift mod, and there's a tight mod. On the clipping mod, there's 2 different clipping mods in there. So clipping mod 1 is a clip mod, which gives you additional distortion. The second one is a gain in clipping mod. So it's stock, more, and more again. And then for the lead players of you in there, the mid-shift, it gives you a real push in that 300 hertz era to just help push that forward, get those lead parts coming through. Tight switch is used for when you get into those heavier gains. It just rolls off that low end. Really great amps for live use, but also really great for studio use, because a lot of the stuff in a studio point of view that you'd use are in here already. Let's push for the solo, let's cut off the low end, let's add more gain for the rhythm sections. And then lastly, we have the modified 1959. The modified 59 gives you more tonal options out of a 59 than we've ever done before. Same, 3 mods on the modified 59, slightly different mods. There is a gain mod, there's a bright cap, And then we've got a pre-tone stack master volume, so that you can drive the amp and you can get that classic Marshall sound even at low bedroom volumes. And it's fantastic. So on the clipping modes, we've got 2 clipping modes. There's a diode clipping first, which kind of gives you the sound of a pedal through the amp at the front. And then we've got a transistor clipping mode. With the transistor clipping mode, you get a drop in volume, but what you get from it is you get a much wider sound. It kind of sounds like, easiest way is it sounds like amp distortion.
Yeah.
So you've got stock 59, you've got stock 59 sound with push with a pedal in front, and then you've got a second stock 59 that's just bigger. And then we've got a bright cap, so when you're playing in those lower tones, if you want to push those top ends out, flick it on, you can get the sparkle, turn it off, you get that warm sound. And that's the new products that we've got for 2025.
All right. Thanks so much to Marshall for having us, and be sure you guys check out all the wide range of new products from Marshall for 2025.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.